What is up, world? You are in tune to the Know It All podcast, and man, it was a tough one, man. I mean, uh, the, I, hey, Philadelphia played good, Dallas played good. I love the game up until the third quarter. The refs were making some horrible calls. I mean, straight up trash calls. It was garbanzo, and for it to be that good of a game, them going that hard with each other, man, it hurt. But make sure you guys are here, man. You make sure you guys like and subscribe, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications of us being here. It is my man, Tate Boy Fresh, here rocking with me, man. I'm going to leave for a second. He'll be here. But man, before we get it started, Tate, how you doing, man?
Ma, what's good, man? Yeah, I'm all right, man. That was a good game, man.
Dang good game.
Dallas played good. I thought they was gonna have they chance at the end after that pass interference and that personal foul, and they got down to the 11 after the CD Lamb catch, but Philly defense just stepped up a little bit, man.
Well, hey, defense and the refs. The refs did an awesome job tonight. The new refs was horrible, trash. But hey, man, you take your losses. But man, let's get this thing started, man. We'll be right back after this. And again, you are in tune to the Know It All podcast, man. You got your usual suspects. We're all here. Like I said, man, it was a very tough loss. I'm gonna say my piece. I'm gonna disappear for a minute, but I'll be right back in a little bit. But like I said earlier, you can make excuses. You can say the refs because it was really there, but it was a really good game. I hate the fact that the refs had to insert themselves in. Those were two of the best teams in football battling, and it was a
Can I ask you a question? What you talking about the refs?
Okay, so there was a couple of Micah holes that they just
I did see in the fourth quarter that the miss.
Yeah. And then there was a
but y'all end up getting the ball back. I mean,
there was a pass interference in the third quarter which broke everything. That's when the Eagles went on that long drive. We were going on a drive on our own, and they didn't call the PI on Darius Slay. And he was holding, and he had his arm and everything. And I mean, there's a couple of more. There was a couple of more. I could keep going. But like I said, no excuses. They beat us. We lost. It was a really good game. That was two of the best teams in football playing on, and I was really excited to see it. But it's you guys' show. I'll be right back. Y'all take over.
Tay Boy Fresh, I'm checking the stats right now. I need you to double check and triple check. What was the penalties for the game? Because I wanted to see, just to see. Because I do agree it was a very good game. I do believe that both quarterbacks played well, but come on, man, they just lost, and it happens like that sometimes.
At one time, the fourth quarter was dead even, like 8 penalties each, 1 for 74, 1 for 73, and that was in the fourth quarter. Now I can't tell you what the final is right now. I don't have it pulled up.
I think that Philadelphia ended up with more penalties, but I just if you can't get a chance, or I'm gonna check to see what the penalty count was for the game, because I think Philadelphia ended up being more penalized than what Dallas actually was.
Well, at the end it was. Look at all the penalties they got. Because this was what I'm telling you was before that last drive when they got the 30-yard pass interference, the 15-yard roughing the pass with the little Reddick, little elbow shove in the back.
Facts.
I mean, you know. Yeah. I mean, I think what it came down to, man, Dallas. I felt like that drive they had to punt.
Yeah.
That drive before the last drive, they was moving too slow.
Right.
They're moving. I mean, there's no sense of urgency. I felt like, Dak played really good, man.
Yeah, he
But
did.
but
He
at
really
no
did.
point was I worried until they got down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah,
Dallas. That's when I said, "Ooh, they might win this game." You know what I mean?
yeah,
At no point before that was I ever worried about Dallas winning the game, though.
yeah.
I mean, that pass to Ferguson, that or Schumacher on the goal line.
Yep.
I mean, that got lead him into the end zone on that throw.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
That's facts.
And then that 2-point conversion. I mean, it's a game of inches, but that kind of got to stay in on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He played a great game, and I always tell you he's not trash, but at no point was I ever worried because he never wins the big ones. He never comes through in the clutch. So I never thought that was going to happen.
Right. The penalties ended up being 10 for 83 for the Dallas Cowboys, 10 for 98 for the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles was penalized by more yards. So the penalties were even. So I can't never say it was the refs because it went down even for the whole game. And the issue is on the two biggest plays of the game, where it really counted, what did Dak Prescott do? He stepped out of bounds where he could have just kept his foot in and got the 2-point conversion, which would have made it a 3-point game. And like you said, you've already called it out. On the lead pass to Ferguson, he didn't. I'm not calling him trash. What I'm saying is he did not make the play because those are the plays that you need to win that game. And that's what it came down to. But outstanding game by both teams, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know if Dallas is the second best team in the NFC, but I know that they played the Eagles tough. But I will say that the Philadelphia Eagles is the best team in football, without a shadow of a doubt. They're number one.
Also, I feel like he can't take those sacks though, like in those sacks in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Especially the one on the last drive. You mean I get it, they coming at you, but you can't take it, man. You cannot. You don't have no timeout. You cannot take a sack.
Right. Yeah. Throw the ball out of bounds. Do all whatever you got to do to not take that sack, because that makes all the difference in the world without a shadow of a doubt. Hey, so look, we're going to run down the slate of football today, Tate. Unless you want to start with college football first. Do you want to go NFL or college?
Yeah, man. I'm when mine come back, I'm probably gonna be out of here, man. I'm with the homie Betts on the Steelers Q&A tonight at 8:30. So I got about 25 minutes.
All right, which one you want to talk about?
Let's
Pro football or college?
I want to say this about the college football, man.
All right, cool.
Them games last night.
Yeah.
LSU, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
And Washington, USC.
Yes, sir.
Them was the 4 best quarterbacks in the nation playing at one time last night.
I don't disagree.
Them games was electric, man. If Jaden Daniels didn't get hurt,
yeah.
Oh my goodness! And that was a dirty hit too.
Yeah, they should have called that. That was a straight up, and there was no penalty.
Well, I think they did call it. Wasn't?
No penalty.
No penalty. Mm-mm. Yeah, it was definitely a penalty, and that affected the outcome of the game, man.
I don't disagree. And it's a shame that LSU had an early loss because that killed their chances.
Yeah, it did. When something like that happens, though, who was the player number 15 for Alabama?
Dallas Turner, who's been linked to be drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers late in the first round, early second.
Well, I wouldn't be mad at that. I can see he's a player, but like if he put LSU quarterback out, he should have to go out the game too.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It was actually a bad call, which shifted momentum and totality in that game. But man, Mod has been on this, and I'm gonna give him some credit. Mod said that Jalen Milroe was going to grow up right in front of our eyes, and that Alabama would be a dangerous team coming down the stretch. And I'm telling you what, man, Milroe is balling. He's not playing scrub at all. Milroe has then entered the pack as far as one of the top quarterbacks in college football without a shadow of a doubt. And on top of that, he's got an opportunity to play Georgia in this SEC championship game. And I got to say this, and I'm mad because I missed it on the Level Up College Football Pick'em show. Missouri had Georgia beat dead to rights, and they blew it. They blew it.
Real quick, Thomas, he had a question in live chat. Did we see what team was penalized more? It was 10 penalties.
Yeah.
Dallas penalized for 83 yards, 10 penalties, 83 yards. Philly, 10 penalties, 98 yards.
Yeah, so Philly got penalized more yards, 15 more yards than them. Same amount of penalties. But going back to what I was saying, Missouri blew it. Missouri had Georgia cooked. It was over. There wasn't no ifs, ands, buts about it. They had the Georgia Bulldogs cooked. How do you throw an interception to a defensive lineman and let him run it all the way back to the 5-yard line? On a play, you just should have threw the ball out of bounds. But I don't think Georgia survives. And I really don't think that they are if I had to pick a team right now today, Tate, who's the best team in the SEC, it would be the Alabama Crimson Tide. Your thoughts on who you think is the best team in the SEC?
I wouldn't argue that, man. That'd be a good game. I'm anxious to see. I think it's probably gonna happen now.
Yeah.
Alabama, Georgia, and then you remember 10 years ago, man, that LSU Alabama matchup would have been a 9-6 game.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's in the 40s. Crazy how college football has changed.
Hey, Tate, we got to ask a question. She said, how much corner time do I get? I know I got corner time coming from Rod Simpson Jr., but Thomas, did you bet me corner time? Because I know Ahmad didn't. Ahmad never said, I'll bet you corner time. I'll never do this, that, and this. Ahmad never said. But I know Rod Simpson Jr., wherever you're hiding that, Cowboy fan, you need to pay me my corner time, bro. Because I got some dub on that. Oh, and DeMarco Thompson owed me some corner time too. Or me and him might split it even because we bet the Missouri-Georgia game and we bet the Dallas Philadelphia game. So we even it out, me and DeMarco. But I'm just trying to make sure who I collect from.
So is Ohio State gonna be number one still?
You know what, man? This is where I get to talking about the bias every year when it comes down to the college football committee. What do you think? Because I got some thoughts about it and what I personally feel, but I just want to see what you think.
I don't think they will be, man. I can see them in Michigan switching places. But is it bias? I mean, they didn't look good. They should have won better than they did. You know, they ended up winning by 19. Yeah. I think the spread was 21.5, so they was close to covering.
Yeah.
But
and look, Rutgers is a good football team.
Rutgers is a good football team.
Yeah, Rutgers is a very good football team.
And she's a good coach.
Yes, absolutely.
They got a great defense and a great running game. And they were 6-2 coming into the game.
Yeah.
But they let Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State let Rutgers slow it down and muck it up.
Yeah. And they took basically Marvin Harrison Jr. out of the game. I think he ended up with like 4 catches for like 45 yards and 2 touchdowns.
4 catches, 25 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they took him completely out of the game outside of 2 touchdowns. But who they didn't account for, Tate, me and you've been on this probably about 2 weeks, and we're rolling with it. Travion Henderson might be the best running back in all college football. He's different. He is different.
I like that kid. Well, what I text you and say yesterday during the game.
You said you give up on Najee today and take Travion in the first round for the Steelers, man. That's what you said. I
probably would take him in the second round, but I would definitely take him. I've had him and Jalen Warren and all that juice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Travion is different. For all you guys that didn't watch the game and all, Travion is legit 10-1, 100-yarder. He's sub 4.44. He's 4.3 something. He gonna run something ridiculous, and he weighs 220 pounds. So he's different. So when I think, and Tate, this just me, I think that the Buckeyes are going to play vanilla as they possibly can going into the Michigan game because they don't want to show them anything. They don't want anything on film. They don't want any advantage. And I think that plays to the demise of Kyle McCord, who went 11 for 11 to start the game out. He wasn't out there trash. He was just dumping little short passes, nothing deep, because he didn't want to show anything. So I think that Ohio State should stay number one. However, I think that the Washington Huskies should jump Michigan and Florida State. I think the Washington Huskies are the third best team in the country, in my opinion. Yeah, what do you think about that, Tate? Why not?
Maybe Florida State. They ain't going to jump Michigan. Michigan won by like 30 points yesterday. They did what they had to do.
Yeah, Michigan won 41-13 against Purdue, and they got a big one coming up this week against Penn State.
That's a big one.
Yeah, see.
I like Washington, man, but the defense, man, they give up too many big plays.
Man, speaking of that, the USC Trojan boys fired their defensive coordinator today.
Yeah, Alex Grinch. Bye-bye.
They gave him straight walking papers.
As Big G would say, adios, muchachos.
Adios, muchachos, my friend. we will see you on the other side, man. But I really do believe that, hey, Washington is for real. So Tate, we got three games left. We got 5 undefeated teams. The playoffs is getting tighter and tighter, man. If you had to make a prediction today, who you got in the playoffs for the college football?
Oh, that's tough, man. But
I know it is. That's a hard question.
Washington going to have to play Oregon again, probably.
Yep. If Oregon beats USC and Oregon State, they got to beat USC and Oregon State.
I watched a little bit of Oregon State last night against Colorado. They didn't look all that good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say right now, Florida State gonna be the team to be out.
Okay.
Give me Ohio State.
Okay.
Give me Alabama.
Okay.
Give me Washington.
Ooh.
And give me Michigan.
Oh, so you think the Big Ten will get 2 teams in no matter what?
I think Ohio State and Michigan will both be undefeated going to that last game.
Yeah.
And it'll be a close game, and whatever happens, I think both teams deserve to get in.
Man, Tate, I ain't mad at you if that's the predictor, man. But I just want, and I wish Mob was here so he could hear me say this. If Alabama jumps Texas in the rankings, because everybody's saying that's not going to happen, I think Bama's going to jump it, even though because the head-to-head ain't going to matter. Because how impressive Bama looked against LSU. And if Alabama wins out and Texas wins out, and that scenario goes down, I think you're going to have a 1-loss Texas team versus the loser of Ohio State, Michigan for the final playoff spot. And I just, something in my spirit is just telling me that the committee is going to put the Longhorns in the playoffs. I just can see it. I don't know why that's
over who?
Oh, 1 loss, either the loss of Ohio State or the loss of Michigan. I got all 3 guys that you got. I got Washington, I got Ohio State, I got Alabama, and I got Texas. I got Texas in the playoff.
So who would Texas play in the Big 12 championship?
As of today, Oklahoma State, because Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma in Bedlam.
See, I saw that. That was a good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Oklahoma State can beat Texas if Ewers is not playing.
Yeah. I don't disagree, bro.
Man, what was Tim talking about? Because this boys got mollywopped yesterday.
He was talking about me and your opinions don't matter, but he said he hopes that it could be 2 Big Ten teams. Tim, don't be a Big Ten hater. Notre Dame just needs to join our conference. And if Notre Dame joins our conference, they're going to be in the playoffs no matter what every year. But they need to join the conference. And they did take a loss yesterday to Clemson. And Tate, Dabo Swinney was talking cash money after that game. I don't know if you've seen the sound clip, man. It was off the chain, man. I've never heard Dabo get riled up as much as I saw him get riled up in that after the game. He said, if you want to get stock now, you better get it now. Don't be jumping on the bandwagon later because Clemson's coming back. Dabo's trying to keep his job, man.
He's not going to get fired, but they're not coming back. I mean, Clemson is Clemson. Put respect on him now.
Yeah.
But and Dabo's a 2-time national championship winner.
Yeah.
But they just not the same team they was 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they can get up for big games. They got the talent to beat Notre Dame. They should have beat Florida State.
Yeah.
But they got stomped by Duke the first week. And who the other lost to?
Who, Notre Dame?
No, Clemson.
Clemson lost a bunch of games. They lost to
4 games.
They lost to North Carolina. They lost to Florida State. They lost to Duke. And I think they lost to Louisville. So, yeah, they done lost a gang of games.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, four L's for them. So, Tate, that's your Final 4. You're sticking with it right now. One more question about college football. Who wins the Heisman Trophy this year? What player wins the Heisman Trophy?
That kid from Tampa Bay Tech.
From Tampa Bay Tech? Who
right.
got that, B-Tate?
Michael Penix Jr.
Michael Penix Jr. is I'm buying it. I'm buying it. However,
my father-in-law used to coach with them. It was assistant for Tampa Bay Tech when Penix was there. With he's friends with the head coach, so he was just at helping out at the time. He used to coach, but he was just helping out at the time. But that's why I'm rooting for Penix. I like Penix, not to win the chip, but to go.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I still think that there's a pathway for one of those Big Ten players to get it. Either J.J. McCarthy or Marvin Harrison Jr. to get that Heisman Trophy. I think there's a pathway. A lot is going to depend on what McCarthy does against Penn State this week and what Marvin Harrison Jr. continues to do over the next 2 games. I think there's a pathway because you're going to have a big-time game, maybe 1 versus 2 the last week of the season. So there's a pathway. But the live chat is rocking with you, man. Tate, because I know you got to get out of here and I know you got to go do the podcast on the Steel Curtain Network this evening. Quick review, because we ain't going to have a chance to even run down the football slate. What'd you think about the Steelers with the dub on Thursday? Because a lot of folks that watch us on the KnoItAllZ didn't hear what we was talking about on the Homies podcast and or Pump Your Brakes. So what you think about the Steelers, bro?
We look trash per usual, but per usual, Coach Tomlin always find a way to muck up a game and get a W. Keep it close and get a W. That's just what he do, man.
Yeah.
That's just what he do. So the offense was a little better.
Yeah.
Kenny got to show me a little more still.
Yeah.
But I'm just pleased with the W, man.
Any thoughts about Broderick Jones and Joey Porter Jr.?
Oh, they both should be starting for the rest of their careers in Pittsburgh now.
Yeah.
Not the year, their career in Pittsburgh.
Career starters from this point moving forward.
Right.
Career starters. And no ifs, ands, buts about it. And last question. How about Canada on the sideline?
Hey, man, I don't know how much credence to put into it, but they won. I think it can't hurt to have your offensive coordinator on the sideline for your quarterback and the rest of the offensive team to come talk to when he get in the other teams, the other groups, the other positional groups, and talk to them about what he's seeing, what we need to do. So yeah, it can't hurt. I mean, so we do it again going forward just because they won and they scored a first possession touchdown.
Yeah, facts without a shadow of a doubt, man. I think the Steelers got a way to improve, but I will say this: even before we start running through these NFL games, the AFC North is the most competitive division in football, and in my opinion, probably the best divisional play in the last 10 years, without a shadow of a doubt. I think that the AFC North this season, top to bottom, is the best without a shadow of a doubt. Tate, you agree with that, bro?
Well, we got 7-2, 2 5-3. If the Bengals win tonight, they'd be 5-3. So that'd be halfway to the season with all the teams 2 games above 500.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I saw that.
No. Years.
I mean, I don't. And it's very critical that the Bengals win tonight. I mean, if they win tonight, all the AFC North teams would be in the playoffs position, in playoffs, as they started tonight after this game.
Yeah. Claus said, watch out for the Ratbirds. He said they looking good.
They did look good, man. They bullied the Lions. They bullied the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't think they could bully the Dallas or Philly, but they'll compete.
Yeah.
They tough. And as I watch them, man, I say that AFC North just different, man, because they don't get out on the AFC North like that. They might win, but they don't get out like that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And they play Cleveland next week.
Yeah.
And Deshaun Watson was decent today.
Yeah. Against a scrub team was decent.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's just trying to knock the rust off and get a rhythm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like what Cleveland did today. And they play Baltimore next week. That's gonna be a big one too.
Yeah. Tate, we're gonna run down the games, but before we even start, I'm gonna go to this game because it's not in order. CJ Stroud. That's all I want to say. I want to get your opinion about CJ Stroud.
Watch my face.
Tay Boyfriend said, "Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!"
Like Red Man, the Method Man. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! Right? Hey man, CJ's a beast.
Man,
he threw for almost 504 and 5 tutties.
Man,
and they didn't have a kicker. They had to go for some stuff that that he ordinarily wouldn't go for. He was coming through.
Man,
hey man. I'm about ready to say he a top 12 quarterback right now, pushing for that top 10. Right now.
I'm with
as
it.
a rookie.
Say it, I'm with it. I'm with it. I believe right now, as of today, he's a top 10 NFL quarterback. Because he doesn't have, when you start looking at the top 10 NFL quarterbacks, he does not have what all the rest of those guys have around him concerning wide receivers, running backs, tight ends. He don't have none of that. And he is out there destroying the NFL. Not just, he's destroying them.
He's so pure and poised. You know what I mean? Pure and poised. That's what he is. He don't get rattled. He don't throw picks. He don't, when the pressure comes in the pocket, he steps up. He steps up, slides. He does all the proper things. His quarterback coach got him right.
Yeah. He's and listen. He's him. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. He's him. So, CJ Stroud, buddy, back-to-back, look like Rookie of the Years for Ohio State Buckeyes. It's looking real good right now.
CJ definitely Rookie of the Year. Then you already penciled in Marv for next year.
That's 3 straight. That's 3. Something cooking down in Columbus, bro. I don't know what's going on, but that'd be 3 straight, man. Something going on, man. Something going on down in Columbus, Ohio. Ma, we have not even gotten to any of the NFL rundowns. All we did is covered a lot of stuff with college football, and we talked about CJ Stroud and a little bit about the Dallas Philadelphia game, a little bit about the Baltimore game too. So if you want to start with the rundown, we can go, bro.
Yeah, we can definitely get to it. I will say this, since we've already talked the Baltimore game, I keep telling you, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. I said it before the season started. I'm holding on to it. These are the best teams in y'all's division. Buffalo and the Bills are playing right now. I get it. I like it. But I'm just gonna be honest with you. Those are the teams.
Bro, if the Bengals beat up on the Bills, I said that Tay Boy Fresh agreed that we have the best division of football. What you said now?
I picked the Bengals to win the game tonight, right?
Right.
I did, but I still think that they still got to play y'all. They still got to play the Ravens. It's not gonna be no easy wins for them, man. It ain't no cakewalk for nobody in the AFC North. I think the division is going to be decided on the last week. We play the Ravens and the Bengals play the Browns. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's really a lot. And you're right, Thomas. CJ is deserving of the Rookie of the Year honors. I'm gonna be real with you. I like what he did today. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. D'Amico down there building the squad now. D'Amico down there building him a squad. Don't act like he ain't. He building him a squad, man. And Tank Dell, listen, this is why we didn't know it all. All 3 of us to a man called Tank Dell. Yeah. All 3 of us to a man said that Tank Dell was going to be like that in the league, right? So, if you look at what Tank Dell is doing in Collins, these boys is out here, making miracles happen. They're out here doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, Tank. You were about to say something. You had that look on your face like you about to say something. He looking at the screen. He good. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. But we'll definitely jump into it, man. The Titans-Steelers game, we kind of reviewed and went over that. Yeah, we did. The Dolphins-Chiefs. Man, look, I'm going to tell you something. They're making a big deal out of the fact that the Dolphins haven't beat a winning team, that they're beating up on losing teams and that they lost today because of that to the Chiefs. I'm just gonna say that H&A is more of a bigger part. I mean, Mostert was good, but H&A make that thing go. H&A or H&A make that thing go, man. I'm for real. It makes that thing go.
Tate, Mon, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Miami going out in the first round of playoffs.
Wow.
They going out. I seen it today. When the pressure's on, Tua ain't that dude, bro. And Tyreek definitely ain't that dude. What? Nah, they was, for whatever reason.
I mean, Tyreek is still Tyreek, man. You can say what you want. He's still Tyreek.
How many catches Tyreek had today?
Let me see.
That boy, he had 8 catches for how many yards, Tate? I bet you under 60. He was trash. He wasn't out there.
62 yards.
Yeah. Come on, dog. He was talking about 10 for 250.
He played in Frankfurt. I'm not gonna make an excuse for him. They lost. But the real game to me today is really just like crazy. First and foremost, an NFL running back kicked the field goal today. That happened.
Houston.
This is crazier to me. Josh Dobbs got traded in the middle of the week and came down here and threw 30 passes, 20 of 38 for 158, 2 touchdowns. That is great. And he rushed for 66 yards in the tutty.
Josh Dobbs has played for 5 NFL teams this season. We are in week 8, and he has played for his 5th NFL team. Steeler Nation, did we mess up by letting Dobbs go, man? Because that dude is nice, man.
I was just about to ask Tate this question, and you asked it. But Tate, you wish y'all had kept Dobbs?
He would be a much better backup than Mitch.
Man,
I mean, he might will push Mason. I mean, let's not get carried away. He was in Arizona. He was 1-6. He came and pulled that game out today against Atlanta.
He was 1-6 with their talent. Think about y'all's talent and plugging him in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I'm excited to see him in Minnesota, because when Justin Jefferson get back, you got Jordan Anderson and Hockenson stepping up.
Ooh.
I mean, they got us. I think his mobility, his ability to run is gonna make a difference for that offense. Kirk couldn't do that. Kirk threw darts. Don't get it twisted.
Facts.
But Jobs is bringing something different, a different element to that offense.
I wouldn't want to play him.
Claude said he was terrible in Pittsburgh.
Put Claude in the bench.
But he never get a chance. He never got a start. He came in one time for being against the Ravens and threw a dart and got a critical first down in the game against the Ravens. That's all I really remember him doing. I ain't gonna say he was trash.
Yeah, he put Tate. Well, you know what, Clark? He lost already in the Matrix, man.
I gotta give you that. Tate, you're right. He didn't really get a good shot. He didn't give a good chance. And I'm gonna tell you something. He would have brought that element that Kenny ain't really brought yet. The ability to run, and he's hitting receivers and strong. I mean, it's crazy to me to see what Josh Dobbs is doing. Now, I ain't fixing to anoint Josh Dobbs the quarterback of the year, nothing like that. But God dog, he's playing good football.
Bro, 5 squads in 8 games. That's all. I mean, that's got to be a record. That has to be an NFL all-time record.
No.
5 teams in 8
games. 5 squads on his career. He started in Cleveland, got traded to Arizona. Now he's in
Minnesota.
But he's been on 3 different teams,
right?
And that's important because the terminology that he's used, that every
he played for Cleveland and Tennessee last year. So Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Tennessee, Arizona, Minnesota, 5 teams in his career.
Yeah. 3 this season.
Right.
Paul said he was mid, he was terrible, just like James Conner. Stop it.
James Conner wasn't terrible. James Conner just was injury prone.
And James Conner was a Pro Bowler last year. He's still injury prone. He hurt all this year so far, but he was a Pro Bowler last year.
Yeah. He wasn't never terrible. He gets hurt all the time. That's his issue.
So the Rook is still playing in Chicago, and the Saints went and got the dub on them, 24-7.
Hey y'all, I'm about to get out of here, man. Go do this Steel Curtain Network show, man. But
holla at you, Take Boy Fresh.
all right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
Peace.
All right. And the Rams and the Packers, man. I mean, Matthew Stafford didn't play today. I picked the Packers to win this game, but
the Rams trash. The Rams trash.
I don't think they're trash. I think you don't have your quarterback. You don't have your quarterback. The Commanders versus the Patriots. Oh my God, Cincinnati just scored.
Quick.
Just threw
they went down there quick.
Yeah,
quick.
Burrow just threw a good one. So as I was saying, the Commanders snuck out one today.
Yep.
And an interesting fact, G, I don't know if you know this or not. Ron Rivera has never lost to the hoodie. Never.
Yeah. And he ain't going to. He ain't going to. He got his number. Yeah. Ron Rivera got the Evil Empire number. He know what time it is.
But man, listen to this. Sam Howell, 29-45, 325, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Right?
Hey, so listen, they traded Sweat and Chase.
Yeah.
And still out there fighting.
Yeah, they're out there fighting.
So I think Howell, I don't know. They might stick with Howell. They might.
No, I think they're going to stick. I told you that they found that quarterback with Howell. Yeah. I told you that they found that quarterback with Howell. The Seahawks got blew out by the Ravens. Listen.
They got scolded.
Hey, I'm just going to tell you, man. Hey, listen to me, G. Hey, when I say it's a dog, start looking for the paws and the teeth. I try to tell you, Lamar is the comeback player of the year, man. Comeback player of the year. He's kicking aspirins. And who is this Keaton Mitchell? Who is that?
Just another running back they got.
9 carries for 138.
Another between Gus Edwards, they lost J.K. Dobbins. They keep running backs in the stall. But listen, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Lamar Jackson is playing outstanding football as of today.
Outside of his mind.
I want to see if Lamar's in there in week 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. If Lamar's there, they're going to be hard to beat. But what it showed me over and over and over again, he doesn't make it to the end. Something happens. So if he's there, weeks 13 through 17, they might be one of the best teams in the AFC. But if he ain't, it's adios muchachos, dog. They out of there quick, fast, in a hurry.
Adios muchachos.
Get them up out of here, dog. They gone. Get them up out of here quick, fast, in a hurry.
Oh, wow. So yeah. Claude said the Bungles are the only team that I worry about in our division. Hey, man.
That's disrespect, Claude. Don't call the Bungles. Don't call them the Bungles.
But forget that. The Bengals, you have to come to play. You got to put your hat on every week.
In the AFC North, you better believe it.
Browns defense is like that.
Oh, yeah.
And they like that. And the verdict is still out on Deshaun. So, but
he played well today, though. He played well today.
Yeah,
he was out there hitting Cooper. He was out there hitting Cooper.
Yeah, the offensive line is the offensive line. That's a good football team.
Yeah.
The Ravens is a good football team. You're going to have to strap it up to beat them. And you can't say that, they're the only team that I'm worried about is them. No, come on, Claude. Now, normally I'd be like, let you get away with stuff. But I got to give you another one for that one, man. Because, I mean.
You put him back in the Matrix again?
Yeah, he's going back, man. Because I don't understand what he said. I don't understand what he's talking about, man. I mean, I don't get it, Claude. Do you not see what I'm seeing with Lamar Jackson? He's making that offense click. He's making that thing go, man.
Well, I think what Claude is probably referring to is Lamar Jackson's career record against the Pittsburgh Steelers and how every year when it comes down for him to play, he just can't beat them. We find a way to beat him. However, Lamar is playing out and comeback player of the year. Yeah, without a doubt, it's him. As of right now, this season, without a doubt, I'll give it to him. Outstanding. But like I said, let's see if he's there at week 13, 14, 15, and 16. 17. Let's see.
Listen, Timothy Lyons, I'm going to tell you, I don't hate the Bengals. I said they would take a step back. They have. They still have a chance to go here and do stuff. They got a chance to work. They got a chance to go do work, man. 5-3 in this league right now is not a bad record. And they have a chance to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in front of them. And just like Just like I'll talk to you about in a minute. People have easy parts of their schedule they finna run into, and they got hard ones. People are about to run into some easy and some hard. Timothy, man, you know I don't hate. But anyway.
He said you a hater, dog. He said you take a lap.
Yeah.
He said you take a lap. You a hater.
Yeah, I hate haters. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't even do it like that. But today, man, we talked about the CJ Stroud, 30 of 42, 475 touchdowns.
Getting straight dubs. Getting straight dubs.
You know, Noah Brown. This is crazy. Noah Brown had 6 receptions for 153.
So Ma, this is why I want to pause and just say this. First of all, Ross Sisson Jr., wherever you hide, whatever crater or garbage can you're hiding in right now, I need my 30 minutes corner time for the bet of the game of the Eagles and the Cowboys. Second of all, he had nerve enough to tell me that Ohio State is not WR University. Noah Brown went to Ohio State. He's like the 12th or 13th best Buckeye WR in the league, and he's out there torching them. Come on, dog. OSU is WRU, bro.
Let's do not think that he's the premier wide receiver in this.
He's not. And he got a bill 50.
He's not. I mean, did
he got a bill 50.
Did he get busy today? Absolutely. He got busy today. He got busy.
You know this is the 4th time he's had over 80 yards.
Ooh.
You know this is the 4th on Noah Brown this season. This is the 4th time he's had over 80 yards.
Him, Collins, and Tank are the ones over there.
I'm not saying. All I'm saying is that. So Ma, you know, I don't call you a Buckeye hater, dog, by the long shot. But what's WRU, dog? Who's WRU?
Oh my God. WRU is the Ohio State University. There's no need to even argue this. If you're arguing this, you really clearly don't watch football.
Yeah,
you don't. It's no argument at all.
WRU is Buckeye Nation. Now I give Bama credit. I give LSU a little bit of credit. They got a couple of dogs. But dog, I'm talking about 15, 16 dudes deep in the league. We out there killing them.
Yeah, Timothy told me to kick rocks. Please.
No, I can't give you the sign. I can't give you that.
No, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Big G, you hit the nail on the head. They're top heavy. Ohio State right now in the NFL is top heavy.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, top heavy. Just those
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Jackson.
Paris Campbell, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel.
Scary Terry.
Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, Noah Brown.
We're just talking about
Jameson Williams. Come on, dog.
Jameson Williams. So
come on, dog.
You got 6 of the top 20 wide receivers. 6. And they're top 20. All of these are top 20. 6 of them came from the same school.
Yeah. And Marvin Abuka on the way. Help us on the way.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Marvin Abuka on the way. Help us on the way.
Find another school that has 6 wide receivers that in the top 20 that came from their squad.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking about right now. We ain't even talking about history. So you can't really, you can't really sit and say, oh, anybody else is wide receiver you other than the Ohio State University. Pro Bowlers is Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas was a Pro Bowler.
Michael Thomas won Player of the Year.
Yeah. Also, Garrett Wilson was a Pro Bowler. He was All Pro last year.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he was an All Pro. So
yeah,
can't say what.
Chris Olave's, Terry McLaurin, Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
come on, dog. Don't get it twisted.
Terry might have been. I don't know if Scary Terry. He is a Pro Bowler on All Pro, but Scary Terry's for real.
Yeah, we out there killing them.
Anytime they give you a name, Scary Terry is right. So the Cleveland Browns won 27-0. They blanked up.
They scary, man.
Say it again.
The Browns are scary.
Yeah, I keep saying it though, but it is what it is.
They scary.
Listen, the Colts pulled together a win. Gardner Minshew, Jonathan Taylor finally back on the field. They beat the Panthers, which, Bryce Young had his first best good game last week. Can't expect him to have another one. He
out there throwing pick six today. He was out there throwing. Hey, he make the Carolina Panthers is pissed. They pissed beyond passivity. They looking at C.J. Stroud and looking at what they got, looking back what they got, and looking back what they got, and they're like, man, somebody about to get fired, dog.
Yeah,
somebody about to get fired. Somebody about to get fired, dog.
I don't know what it is. So Buffalo just scored 7-7.
They went down there.
Yeah, Buffalo. Hey, there was a big pass. There was a big pass to Diggs. Diggs is a monster. You know what I'm saying?
He top 10 in the league. He top 10.
Diggs is a monster. He's a monster. 10. But Josh Allen ran it in. The Raiders beat the Giants 30-6. I kind of knew that was going to happen. Even the coach, Danny Dimes, is hurt.
Danny Dimes is a scrub.
He tried to go in.
He's a scrub.
They had hope when they had Tyrod Taylor, and Tyrod Taylor was hurt too. So
who fleeced the NFL more, Deshaun Watson or Danny Dimes? Who got their fleeced?
Danny Dimes, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of hey, listen. He had a ski mask. I should put my ski mask on right now because that's what he did to the Giants.
He fleeced them.
He took it from him. He's like,
he fleeced him.
Yeah, he's getting it.
He asked him. He said, "You can have this the hard way or the easy way. The choice is yours. The choice is yours." That's what he told him. The choice is yours.
The hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Give me my money. is what he told him, without a shadow of a doubt, man. Any other NFL, bro? Yeah. So let's get on this Cowboys game. I wanna go ahead and talk. I said what I said in the very beginning of the and then I left and I had to come back. But honestly, well-played game.
This was one of the best football games I've seen in a long time. It was like watching a boxing match. It was really, and I hate that the referees inserted themselves in this game. You know what I'm saying? It was really bad.
It was 10 penalties for 83 yards for the Cowboys, 10 penalties for 98 yards for the Eagles.
See, let me tell you something, man.
That's equal.
Let me share something with you. Penalties are not just about the actual yardage. They're about when they were called, right? And they were called at inopportune times. It was inconsistent. It was super inconsistent. It was inconsistent that whole third quarter for the Eagles, and then it was inconsistent that whole fourth quarter, and the end of the fourth quarter for the Eagles, right? So we both got bad calls.
Okay. So I'm not gonna say Dak played trash. I'm not, because Dak played very well.
You can't.
However, the two plays that lost the Cowboys the game, Dak Prescott stepped out of bounds on that 2-point conversion.
Man, come on.
And Dak Prescott did not leave Ferguson far enough, or Shoemaker, whatever tight end it was, into the end zone. Those two plays made that game.
Did you watch the play?
I watched the whole game.
So if you watch that play, that was PI. He hit him.
Oh, come on, dog. Bias. Come on, dog.
He hit him before he even got to the ball.
Come on, dog.
I dare you. Okay, do this. Since you are the guy who's for the all 22 film, please do this.
Watch it tomorrow.
Go watch that specific play, and I want an apology because you're gonna see. I'm not biased. He got there before time and he was tackling. It was PI. So it could have. I know it wasn't a touchdown. It wasn't a touchdown, and Dak had to get it out. You didn't see he was getting pressured by Hassan Reddick. Terrence Steele was getting mocked, right? But I'm trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not blaming. I said he didn't play trash, but I'm saying on the two plays that count, those two plays separated that game.
But those two plays, it had nothing to do with that. The play where he stepped out of bounds, his body took him out of bounds. You played football, and you played football at a high level.
Facts.
Right? So sometimes when you get your body moving a certain way, it's kind of hard for you to try to get it back in. And if he would have dove, he would have been short anyway. So he tried to keep running and keep from stepping out of bounds. It didn't work.
I think in the back of his mind, him diving was from a few plays earlier where he dove and tried to get in, and they mollywopped his behind and put him in a blender and spun him down there on the one. That hurt. Dak gonna be sitting in a hot tub tonight behind that one.
Oh yeah,
he got cracked.
He's definitely gonna be sitting in the hot tub today, man. He's definitely gonna. Thomas said a game doesn't come down to just 2 plays.
Absolutely, it does. Or one play can decide a game.
But if you.
Yeah, it can.
It's a series of events. A game is a series of events, right? You can make one bad play and that ends the game, but one play is not going to win the game.
So I listen. I'm not saying Dak is trash. I will not say that. That matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest. That was the best game I ever saw Dak Prescott play. Dak Prescott played. He played his heart out.
He was nails. He was nails today.
Yes, he was. But however, the Cowboys lost, and I got some corner time coming.
And you know, I went ahead.
And Thomas, do you owe me corner time?
No,
because I know Rod Simpson Jr. owed me some.
Yeah, I've already.
Marco Thompson, where you at, baby boy?
I've texted little bro and told him that he owed you corner time. And he ain't responded yet. But you know what? Dang good game. Two of the league's finest. And we're gonna beat them when we see them in Dallas again. We're gonna win that game.
The issue for the Cowboys is they have to put themselves in position where they don't play the 49ers after they win the first playoff game. They got to put themselves. If they put themselves in position where they face the Eagles, they're gonna be okay. But I think the Niners got their number. So it's going to be critical how this thing plays out.
I don't know. Here's the deal. Wait a minute before I get to my next one. If the Cowboys go 6-3 the rest of the way, you owe me corner time.
No. I need to pay up. I need a payoff. We can bet it something else, but I need some payoff first, though.
They've already you've already made this bet with him.
Yeah.
The overall record, you said we won't win 12 games and that or 11 games, and he.
Yeah. So that's he just adding fuel to the fire. But I got corner time collected off the Eagles. You know, I got corner time collected, bro. I got a nice bankroll right now. A nice bankroll corner time like this.
Your corner time is stacked up.
It's stacked up, dog. I'm collecting.
Yeah, I got it. I like it.
I need video evidence. I don't care how you want to do it. You want to come on live on the show, it don't matter. But I'm collecting.
Here's what I want to show you, G, and this is why it's serious. The Eagles had to win today.
Yes.
Absolutely had to win. Let me tell you why.
Facts.
We talk about gauntlets. Next 4 games. The Chiefs, the Eagles, the 49ers, and they got us again.
The Chiefs, who?
They got the Chiefs,
the 49ers,
the Bills.
The Bills, okay.
The 49ers, and us again. Ooh. And the last game after that is the Seahawks. Ooh. They got 5 rough ones. They had to get it today. They didn't get this one today. They was in a bad shape. It was in bad shape.
Well, I think if the Bengals pop the Bills, I think Philly will pop them. But if the Bills win, the Bills and Philly gonna go at it. You know, that's just my opinion.
Oh, Claude say they go 2-2 over that stretch. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Claude. I think they actually lose 3 of them. I think they lose. They're gonna lose to us at home.
No, man, don't hate now.
No, I'm not hating. Let me show you why. My homeboy gonna beat him.
I don't know about that.
My homeboy gonna beat him. The defense
I don't know about that.
Today, they're gonna beat them, right?
Corner time, as long as Jalen Hurts plays and is healthy, that the Eagles beat the Cowboys. Bet it. I bet anybody right now.
That the Eagles beat the Cowboys.
The Eagles beat the Chiefs.
Well, I don't know.
I'll bet anybody want to bet, I bet right now. That as long as Jalen Hurts ain't hurt. Now, if Jalen's out not playing, it ain't no bet. But if Jalen Hurts is playing, the Eagles gonna beat the Chiefs.
Claude said,
I bet anybody.
It's possible. Claude, you're absolutely right. He said, "Whoa, what? Payday."
You want to bet pay? You want to bet me? Because you're going to be on some. Only corner time I'm going to have to pay you is prime time was trash this year. Outside of that, I'm collecting.
Look, so let me cook. They're going to lose to the Chiefs.
No.
They're probably going to beat the Bills. Let's go ahead and say, let's
Facts,
go ahead
Thomas.
and say,
Facts, baby boy.
look, so they're going to beat the Chiefs are going to beat them.
No.
They're going to beat the Bills. So that's 1-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 49ers, I think, is going to get them. Mm-hmm. So that's 1-2. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to lose to us. It's 1-3. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're either going to go 2-2 or 1-3. And that's where it's at.
I bet anybody want to bet the Kansas City on Philadelphia. As long as Jalen Hurts is healthy, I'll bet. Philadelphia going to pop. Dog, I'm on a roll, baby. Come holler at me about that corner time.
I'm on a roll, baby.
I'm on a roll. I let it ride, dog. This is like Vegas. I got chips stacked up everywhere.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to tell you. They gonna pop. They gonna pop the Chiefs. They gonna pop them.
That's a lot, G. And guess where they're playing?
In Kansas City.
They're playing at Arrowhead.
I know. On a night game too. I know. And Philadelphia gonna get them.
You think, man? That's not an easy. That's not an easy task,
bro. I'm gonna tell you. I didn't even get a chance to tell you this, bro. You know what the difference is between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys? You know what the difference is? The defensive line. Philadelphia's defensive line is better than y'all's, and y'all have an outstanding defensive line. That's the difference. When the Eagles needed to get pressure on Dak, they were smashing him. He couldn't get away. And Dallas couldn't get Jalen. Dallas only got Jalen 1 or 2 times.
Now, hold up.
They couldn't get him.
Let's talk with accuracy. They own Terrence Steele tonight. So you found a position that you owned, right?
Okay.
They owned our right tackle.
Okay. Okay.
Right? But they held Micah all night too. I mean, all night.
Dog, they was out there holding the Philadelphia's dudes. Reddick got tackled. I seen Reddick get tackled 3 times. Man.
No.
I seen him get tackled off the end, literally tackled.
No.
Come on, dog. The difference is the Philadelphia Eagles have. That's the difference.
Our defensive lines are wash. I think both of them are the same. But when you put Micah Parsons in the defensive line and take him out of the linebacker, our defensive line is better just because of Micah Parsons.
Dog, will you do the same thing with Reddick?
You know,
Reddick a dog.
Reddick is not a Micah Parsons, bro.
Reddick is a. I'm not saying I'm saying he's a dog.
Parsons.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you add Reddick in with all the rest of the defensive linemen, that's the issue. The issue is that the Eagles defensive line won this game. If you all look across the board, all what happened, like I said, I can't blame Dak as a couple of plays where he didn't make a play. But if I go back and when I watch the all 22 film, I'm gonna see it. Because the Eagles defensive line put pressure on him all night long.
They did. But that's because they own Terrence Steele. I mean, they had they did this. They did this to Terrence Steele last night. Tonight they're like, you must be a beautiful baby. They had a in the wallet, man. I'm just saying it was bad. He got his baby picture out.
Yeah, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
That when the Cowboys and Eagles play, I'm seeing it right now. Whatever defensive line can get quarterback on the opposing team's quarterback is going to win that game.
Now you can say that, and I would totally agree with that. I would totally agree with that. Mixon scored 14-7. 14-7.
Yeah, they're gonna dust Buffalo off. It's about to get rolling downhill real fast. They're gonna dust them off.
If they would win this game, I called it. I called it.
The Bengals. Listen. I'm a diehard Steeler, but I got a whole lot of respect for the Bengals. A whole lot. When Joe Burrow was hot, look. I don't want to see that dude, dog.
Joe Burrow get rolling, man. It's on and popping.
Yeah.
It's on and popping. So we got that game, this 14-7, and then of course the Underachievers Bowl tomorrow night, the Chargers and the Jets. I hate it for the Jets because the Jets really have a good defense. They really have a pretty defense.
If the Chargers lose, dog, they need to fire Staley, man.
Wow. I'm in the doghouse, Tim. I'm in the doghouse. Yeah, no, Staley needed to leave long time ago.
If they lose, they need to fire him, man.
They need to get him off a long time ago. They need
he fits in the Josh McDaniels range as far as being a coach, man. Why Josh McDaniels got multiple opportunities to be a coach, I don't understand. And Staley's the same way. It's too big for him, bro.
Yeah,
it's too big.
It's just too big. But listen, so get this, G. So I told you the Eagles 4 games coming, right?
Yep.
Listen to this. And I did this on the Cowboys Global Cast. We have the Giants.
Dub.
The Panthers.
The Giants who? And who's the second team?
The Panthers.
Dub.
The Commanders.
Loss.
And the Seahawks.
Dub.
So you saying 3-1, but I say we go 4-0.
Yeah.
I say we go 4-0. These all teams. And then we have the Eagles right after that. Then we got the Eagles.
Loss.
We got the Bills, and we got the Dolphins, and we got the Lions, which we will win that game.
No, y'all gonna lose to the Lions and either y'all are split between Miami. Y'all will split between Miami and Buffalo, but the Lions gonna bust y'all, dog. The Lions for real.
No.
Shoot. Okay.
They're good.
Okay.
They're good. I mean, they're really good. But you look at what they do and look at what we do. Golf.
The Lions might have played the hardest schedule in the NFL as of today.
Golf is a sitting duck. You already know what this defensive line is, right? You know what it is, right?
Who, the Lions defensive line?
Ours.
Do you know who the Lions defensive line is? The boys is coming.
We're talking. Our quarterback can get off the point. Our quarterback can actually run and get out the pocket.
Oh, you're saying Jared Goff can't get loose?
Can't do that. So if he's not getting rid of the ball early, it's going to be a long day for Jared.
But I'm going to tell you what they do got. Josh Gibbs and Montgomery. And they some dogs.
You still got to run.
Hey, listen. Josh Gibbs and Montgomery is way better than the running back Swift and Rashad Penny and Gotwell.
You mean Jahmyr Gibbs?
Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery. Oh yeah, dog. They the real deal.
Thomas said, I think that we're actually a bad matchup for Detroit. We are. We are. Yeah. It's one of those things where they're in trouble. They got to see us, and the way that they see us, it's not going to be good. Gavin said you'll beat Philly, Seattle, and Miami. He said probably won't beat Detroit. Okay, but my point is showing is that they're going into the teeth of their schedule. We're going into the soft part of our schedule.
Okay.
Right? So it's going to even up. I think it's going to even up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see them grab another couple of losses.
Look what Payday said. Payday said Detroit backfield over. Facts, Pay. Detroit backfield some dogs.
No, Detroit
they some dogs.
They're really good. They're really good. I'm not taking nothing away from them. I'm not. But I'm saying you still got to go out and do it against the front that is mean. You know what I'm saying? That front is mean. You know, and it got support from the safeties who are anxious to let you. And look, we'll have LVE back. We didn't have LVE tonight. We didn't have Leighton, right? Yeah. And we're still kind of like hobbling at certain positions. We're getting better. This is a team that I don't want anybody to take lightly coming up in this last half of the season, because this team just keep getting better.
Yeah, the Cowboys' whole season is the rematch against the Eagles. That's the whole season. The rematch against the Eagles is gonna make or break Dallas. No. If Philly pop y'all, it's one and done.
We would still be in the playoffs. I don't understand how that would be to make or break. I see what you're saying from a psychological standpoint, and I hear you, but I don't, because football be football. You know what I'm saying? So you could come out and this team get some early breaks and get some turnovers, because you do realize nobody lost the ball. Nobody turned the ball over.
Facts. Facts.
Either
But
that's not going to happen too often.
Thomas agreed with me, bro. He said that the deal is that the Cowboys got to duck Philly in the playoffs. If the Cowboys play San
Francisco.
No, they got to duck Philly. They got to duck Philly.
I want all the smoke.
No, you don't want that smoke. You want San Fran.
I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. Smile, I ain't scared of nobody. At this point, I'm just putting it out here. I'm not scared of nobody. Nobody scares me.
So the 49ers traded for Chase Young and they had a bye.
Nobody scares me.
Okay. So all y'all Buckeye fans that we never hardly got to ever see this at Ohio State, if you don't have a team and you watching us in the pod, you need to make the San Francisco 49ers your team. Because Nicky Bosa and Chase Young is about to run havoc on the NFL. They are about to destroy people.
It's a good pairing on paper.
It's the best in the football.
It's a good pairing on paper. It looks good. It's a good pairing on paper. But you still got to do it.
Bro.
Still got to do it.
Bro, you going to put some respect. They already done beat y'all down. So now you add Chase Young? Put some respect on them, dog. Put some respect on them 49ers name.
Defense is solid, but I think defense is solid. We'll see.
And you add Chase Young.
Like I said,
you add Chase.
We'll see. One thing that I did want to talk about before we get out of here, because we're 106, we're at time.
Yeah.
College football, I was gone, man. I was gone.
All right.
Bro. What do we put the next rankings come out on Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Who do we?
I had Tate pick his top 4 who he thinks he's gonna make it. Tate said Washington, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan. I told him I agree with all of it except for I think that Texas had, especially if Alabama jumps Texas in this next ranking, which I think they will. I think if Alabama jumps Texas in this ranking, that gives Texas a pathway. Because if Texas wins out and Alabama makes it from the SEC, they can say we beat them. So they would have the best win because they would have the only win against any team that's in the playoffs. So I believe that Texas makes it. And that's basically the Final 4 that I picked at the beginning, except for I've now switched my pick from Georgia to Alabama. Because I picked Georgia, Washington, Texas, Ohio State to start the season out. The only pick I'm changing is I think Alabama's better than Georgia.
So Washington may lose. I don't think Oregon will, right? I mean, they play Utah still, right? They play Utah still. Florida State, I don't think loses a game. I just don't.
The U might get Florida State.
I said that earlier, G. We were talking because it's a grudge match, and it's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
So it could happen, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, the way they took care of Pittsburgh and handled Pittsburgh, it was just, whoo.
I think Florida State. I don't think Florida. Either Louisville's going to get them, the U's going to get them, or Georgia Tech's going to get them. One of them is going to get Florida. Something's going to happen with Florida State. It's just something about their team. Man. Yes, somebody going to get them. Or they can still have to play North Carolina.
And I heard for y'all on this end, because Notre Dame losing hurt y'all's strength.
It hurt Ohio State. It did. It hurt.
It's like Oklahoma losing hurt us. Yeah. And I think even if we run the table, and we're Big 12, I don't know if we got enough to get into the playoffs.
If it comes down to
Florida State don't lose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You need. Well, the playoffs simple. It's a simple process if you got 4 undefeated teams. If it's Florida State, Washington, the winner of Ohio State, and Michigan, and Georgia, it's simple math. It's all 4 of them undefeated. Those are your 4 teams. But when you start talking about one loss is where it gets tricky.
Yeah, if Michigan loses to Penn State, then turns around and beats y'all, that's havoc.
Maybe. Because right now it's 8, 10, 7, 11. for Michigan and Ohio State. So Ohio State needs to be cheering for every Big Ten West team that they beat. They want those teams to win games because this thing can flip. But if it stopped today, Penn State would win the 5th tiebreaker. It would. But if it stopped today, Ohio State wants the Wisconsins, the Minnesotas, the Purdues. They want those teams that they beat from the West to win. As long as they win, and then the teams that Penn State beat lose, they're in a better position.
It's Big Sunday. I mean, it's Big Saturday next week, noon. We're gonna see Michigan versus Penn State.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this. I hate to do this. No, I don't hate to do it. I'm just gonna tell the truth. This is a G. Stradamus moment, man. Harbaugh will get suspended tomorrow.
Ooh.
I'm calling it right now.
And so if they suspend him, if they suspend him, there's a chance that they won't let him go to the playoffs.
I think that the Big Ten tomorrow, on Monday, before the clock runs out at midnight, and like I said, I'm calling this a G. Stradamus. I think that Jimmy Harbaugh is going to get suspended. And I think that I really do. I think that the Big Ten coaches are extremely hostile. I think that the Big Ten coaches and the Big Ten alumni and the athletic directors have put enough pressure on the commissioners to make a move. And I think the Big Ten steps in tomorrow and does something to Jim Harbaugh. Now, how many games? I don't know. It could be for the rest of the season. It could be 2 games. But I think, Claude, you can say it all you want to. I'm telling you, I think it's going to happen tomorrow. I really do believe it's going to happen tomorrow. And guess what? If it does, we might as well go breaking news. Matter of fact, because I'm going to break it on the Level Up podcast tomorrow night anyway. But if it does go down like I said, bro, y'all need to stamp me G. Stradamus forever. Forever.
So, my last thing I wanted to talk about, after watching that Washington game, G.
Yeah, he the best in the country.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get it to Caleb, man.
No, bro. No.
G,
they 7-3 and they play Oregon this week.
Don't matter. If let me show you something. So say if he plays and he has a barn burner game again. Did you see some of the stuff that he was doing? Like
I know he was out there ridiculous. I know that.
Unbelievable. And, I can't see Heisman voters looking at him and saying, oh, my gosh, he's not the best player. He's not. We all know he's the best quarterback in the draft. Is that not true?
I agree. But if the Heisman voting went today, these will be your 4 finalists. Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, and Marvin Harrison Jr. There's your 4 finalists as of today.
I don't know that Marvin got it. You keep putting Marv in this.
I'm telling you, he is. If they went to New York, if they went to New York today, your final 4 would be Penix, Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, Marvin Harrison Jr.
You can't leave the quarterback. Marvin Harrison would not make it over the quarterback from Florida State.
I'm telling you, he would. He'd make it over Jordan Travis. He'd make it over Jalen Daniels. He'd make it over Caleb Williams.
No, Jordan. Listen. The quarterback from Florida State and the quarterback from Washington, Michael Penix, Caleb Williams, and the quarterback from Oregon will be your 4.
No. J.J. McCarthy's going to the Heisman. Going to the finals as long as they don't drop no games. Matter of fact, if Michigan pops Ohio State, J.J. McCarthy was the Heisman.
But do you feel like in somewhere in your heart that you could see this man getting his second Heisman?
No, absolutely not. They'll never do it again. They had opportunity to do it 2 other times. Tim Tebow should have, in my opinion, had an opportunity to get 2 Heismans because he was that prolific of a college football player. And I don't care which way you go out there in USC. I don't care if you say Matt Leinart should have won it twice or Reggie Bush should have won it twice. But they had their opportunities to do it. It could have been Bush twice or Leinart twice or Tebow should have got it twice. But there ain't no way in the world that that Caleb Williams is getting a second Heisman Trophy.
All right.
Yeah,
Hey seems to agree with you.
it ain't happening.
I'm just like I said. I after watching him again, seeing who he is, seeing what he did, against a good Washington defense. I mean, I was a good Washington, and he just was playing with him. He was out there playing with him. I mean, just out there, he playing with him.
So this the thing, right? Because they don't have anything to play for. I'm just saying.
He might be done.
He might be done now.
He might shut it down.
He might not play against Oregon.
Yeah, he might shut it down.
Or he might use Oregon as his last thing. And regardless of what happens at Oregon, he shuts it down. I think he's done. Right? There's no way. I'm
gonna tell you like this. He beats Oregon, he's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
I think either way he doesn't play in at least the last game or the bowl. He's not playing.
Yeah, I see that.
Pace said he can't stop playing. Yes, he can. He can shut it down anytime he wants to.
Shut it down anytime he wants to. And
this ain't the NFL.
What they would do is just claim an injury. They would claim an injury on him and be like, Thomas said 0 chance he wins the Heisman, but people definitely been overreacting to a couple of not great games. He'll go number 1.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Thomas, the only way he doesn't go number 1 is if the Chicago Bears are sold on Justin Fields.
Yeah.
If the Bears are sold and the Bears end up with Arizona or Chicago's pick, they will not take him number 1. They'll try to get a king's ransom for that pick.
Oh yeah.
Somebody might be a sucker and jump up there.
They're not going to try to get a king's ransom.
Yeah.
They're going to get a king's ransom. Everybody who is in need of a quarterback is going to sell the farm for Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
You hear me? They're going to sell the farm.
And as long as they feel that they can trade to a position where they can still get Marv, they'll do it. But if they're sold, the Bears ain't gonna touch him. These players got I know they got NIL agreements, but it's not based on their play. The NIL agreements are based on their ability to advertise. It's not based on it's not like NFL game checks.
I was just about
it's based on their ability to run commercials.
They have to play a certain number of games. He may have already honored that commitment.
Facts.
Right? And him going into this Oregon game could be the finish of that, right?
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying on the NIL portion of it. You're right. You're absolutely right. But we don't know how that NIL deal is constructed.
Yeah.
Right? He could have already met his arrangement. I remember when John had his deal, his arrangement was met 3 or 4 games before the season ended. He was able to keep his car.
Right? I know Marv's top 3 deals is he's got to play in 85% of the games. I know that for a fact. The Marvin Harrison Jr.'s top 3 NIL deals that he has, he's got to play in 85% of the games in order for him to keep all the money.
Well, G-Man, we done came to that time, man. Let's get your parting shots, man. Let's go on and get it in and get it over with.
Hey, man, great NFL football, great college football, and we ain't even get a chance to talk about the NBA. The NBA season is cranking up, and there's a lot of stuff, good stuff going on out there. Baseball season ended, but the KnoItAllZ podcast is growing, and we appreciate it because we're still getting people to subscribe. We're still moving forward. So we're giving you great content, but we have the ability to have great content because the sports is outstanding. So if you don't have a passion for sports, I think this is about the best time that you can get an actual passion for sports. Right now, we're going to bring you the content. We're going to lay it on the line. Some of it's going to be controversial. You know how G get down. Everything is controversial with me, and I don't care. I'm going to tell it like a TI is, bro.
Like a TI is.
And anybody that wants to bet the corner time, I'm waiting on you, dog.
You're the corner time man. You know
man, I got bread right here sitting.
You on the block with the corner time man?
I'm on the block. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. 2 for 1 for the corner, dog.
Oh, you're on the block with the corner time.
Yeah, if they want to get it, if they wants to get it in.
And Junior,
and Junior, Thomas, I got APBs out on y'all, dog. I got all points bulletins out on y'all. And DeMarco
Thomas ain't even fulfilled yet. So I can say that June look, brother. Hey, he kind of all points bulletin is out for him right now. You know what I'm saying?
Got a hit on him.
Yeah, because he gotta go on and answer that corner time. He took that one. I knew this one was gonna be way too close, G.
Hey, Junior, don't force me to call my Italian friends. Because there's gonna be some duct tape and some trunks involved. Don't force me to contact my Italian camarado. Don't force me, man.
He said, Thomas said, hey, Cowboys win 10 games or less, I'll do my corner time. We know you gonna keep yours up, man. You know, you stand up guy.
We know.
But hey, man, I'm gonna let you guys get to the game that is playing. It's a really good one between the Bills and the Bengals. We're gonna definitely let y'all get to that, man. Oh my God, he just done threw a pick.
Who did?
Josh Allen. Josh Allen out here throwing picks.
I told you they about to listen, and right now, the Bengals gonna punch it in, and it's over.
Yeah, the Bengals out here doing group dances. They out here doing group line dances. It's over. Group line dances on the board.
It's over. Man, he going right now. He going to either T. Higgins or Jamar right now. 6 of them. He going over the top. He don't even care. He don't even care, dog.
So you guys, man, again, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Afton, Pay, Thomas, Timothy, Claude, I appreciate you. Gavin, yeah, man, everybody who shows up every show and who's here with us, and y'all are rapping and talk with us for a taste. You know, I appreciate you guys for just rocking with us, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go tonight and just say, hey, man, be safe out there. Take care of your people. We're getting into this winter weather, so make sure that you're taking your vitamins. Make sure that you're definitely looking out for yourself, man. It's very important, extremely important that you do that. For myself, for Tate, who's not here, and for G, man, we're going to definitely get at you boys later, man. We out of here. Peace.